can I start by just getting a quick raise of hands of who all knows actually what autism disability is? Just a few of you. Okay, well, for those of you who don't know what autism is, it's a disability that involves the functioning and development of your brain. It usually happens in the prenatal development, or it could be genetic. Well, for those of you that are familiar with Nova Center of the Ozarks, it's a local organization that strives to make the quality of living for these individuals better, as it can be very rough on them. So today I'd like to share with you some statistics about autism and its severity, some more about Nova and why this issue is so dear to my heart. For starters, kidshealth.org is an online database. It's mainly for parents who have disabilities with their kids, and it's just a helpful, informative way for them to go about dealing with their kids. They describe autism as a small piece of a bigger picture, because ASD is actually involving Asperger's and development with a lot of other disabilities with kids. But basically, autism is categorized by when kids can't process things the right way. They can't process multiple things at once because it's either a enlargement or reduction in the frontal lobe of their brain. Well, for example, a lot of kids that you see out in public, if they're having a tantrum attack, it's not because they can't process what's going on, it's they can't process multiple things at one time. So probably a kid will be very, very upset when they're hearing a lot of noises at once. It's not the noise that's bothering them, it's the fact that they can't process where those noises are coming from. Today in the US, it's probably costing us $137 million just in amenities and the accessories kids need for their development. And with AIDS, diabetes, and cancer combined, more kids will be diagnosed in the US with autism in a given year. This is why Nova grounded their first establishment in 1992. It was a group of parents that all had kids that were diagnosed with autism, and they started to realize bringing their kids out in public was a lot harder. People didn't understand why their kids were functioning the way they were or not functioning. So they petitioned the state legislature and they got funding for a 5-person group home. Well, if there's one thing that autistic kids can process, is that they're different. And when you put kids in a group home like that, they start to realize that they're more and more different, and it's more upsetting to them. So after that, they decided that they were going to open their first ISL home, which is assisted living arrangements, and it's where one person will come and basically help them along through their daily life. And that's all that they're about, is making sure that these people feel like they're a part of the community, because they are. And they offer a lot of other services like teaching groups and different kids about autism, how to go dealing with it, and all about that stuff. Well, in 2006, my aunt and uncle had their first son, Dylan, and he was diagnosed with autism. And seeing him go through life being so just held back from just because he didn't have the proper communication skills really got to me. Ever since then, I have been a donating member and a volunteer helper at the Nova Center of the Ozarks. For those of you who didn't raise your hands, I hope that you now have a better understanding of what autism really is, and for those of you that did, I hope that I've shed some new light on the subject. Because of these statistics, Nova will continue on their search to better these lives for these individuals, and I will continue donating to the center. Thank you.